Welcome back to Omnifactory. Today we're going to be getting on with some more AE2 stuff, and we're going to be getting on with some more quests because I've been cleaning out the system. Yep, there is no more logistics pipes. If we just pop it up here, I've cleaned out this side of things. This still needs to go away, but we shouldn't have much of a problem. In fact, let's just clean this out now. Get rid of these tools, and that should be it. So we can just get rid of all of you. I've already taken the pipes away from underneath. And there we go. That's the last remnants of logistics pipes. We're now entirely into AE2, and I've just basically removed all the pipes from all the different places, and we're on to this whole system. So in here, you'll see everything we had previously in the logistics pipe system. So let's just pop a few of this bits and pieces in there. Obviously, we don't have full auto crafting for all the things yet, but we've got a fair amount. And I'm just going to get started just by putting some gold ore on the furnace. And then out here, the first thing I wanted to actually cover is that I've put in a simulation chamber. We've got just one loop fabricator sharing like 5 different things here. I'm just doing it manually for now whenever I need any of the resources. These would build up, but you see this is not getting any power. And if we just pop downstairs, whoops, that's why. Yep, there is a slight shortage of a conduit. Let's just go and grab that. And I also want to upgrade our power system out there because we should be able to add some more augments to do that. Let's just get energetic alloy. Yep, we'll get some of that. And can I remember what the augment is called that we actually want? Not auxiliary sieve. Yeah, auxiliary reception coil, maybe? I want the one for power. Basically, that ups the amount of power that they produce. Let me check. Here it is. The auxiliary transmission coil increases output for dynamos. So we can have a look at that. That's going to need some conductive iron. So we've got a couple of blocks there. Oh, it's so nice to have an instant system. Okay. Sorry. And then we want various bits and pieces. Silver rods, for instance. I guess we can't make those. We're just going to have to get, because we don't have them in auto crafting yet. So let's just get some silver. And let's just get 4. In fact, hang on, that's going to double. So that's 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12 should do. We'll dump that in our lathe. And that can get going for the silver rods. And then auxiliary, if I spell that right. Auxiliary reception coil, auxiliary transmission coil. Yeah. So we're going to need some energetic alloy. We're going to need some sterling. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe I won't get this. What is sterling silver when it's at home? Blast furnace sterling silver dust is silver dust and copper dust. Okay, that actually should be fine. Copper. Now, I've only got a little bit of copper in the system, but let's just get 5 of you and then some silver. Silver we can get from outside as well. It just needs a different kind of process. Let's just get that going, and then let's make sure I've got that going. I think the silver was this guardian ore, actually. The guardian, what's it called? Guardian matter inside the chamber. Let's just connect you. Yep. Oh, I keep losing my health, but that will come back. And there it is. It's starting to charge. Okay, so this has got guardian matter. Let's take a look at the uses. And no, this is gold. Okay, do I have silver already out here? Silver ingot. I think I do. Let's just take a look. I want to make sure I'm not going to lose it's gas matter. No, I don't have silver out here. Okay, because I haven't made a gas data model, and that needs a gas tier, which you can make with sugar, spider eyes, and hellish matter. Good to know. That means I need another simulation chamber. So even so, we're going to need more power before long. Now I have, well, 2,300 diamonds. So we should be okay to increase this a little bit. To get this to go any further, we need basically to get some more slots, which means we need a hardening kit. Now there is a quest to do that for the reinforced hardening kit. That's going to need electrum and aluminium. The electrum gear, we can get the mold gear and convert those over. So that's 8 16, 32, 36 electrum. I'm not sure how much electrum I have, but I guess we can see. Let's take a look. Electrum. I've got 20. We should be able to make more, although I think in the meantime I actually want to make, let's grab you. I'm going to make some of the sterling silver stuff, and maybe I only make, I don't know, maybe only make that much, just in case I run out of silver in the meantime, before I get that gas matter up and running. And let's just see if I can just craft all this here. Was it that and then that? It was sterling silver. So that should get us the sterling silver we need. So the augment is it that one? Yep. So we just need 2 sterling silver ingots. Let's just get those crafted up. Oh, are they not? Are they by the blast furnace? Really, a blast furnace for silver? Okay, and it takes, wow, okay, so it takes 2.5 minutes per sterling silver. Oh, come on, silver is not that high temperature, honestly. Well, I guess you're going to go and produce us some sterling silver eventually. I'm going to need 2 of them. Let's put those in there and get that going. What we're also going to be doing today is getting into extra utilities. So you can see our resonator over here. To get started with it, to produce the GP that we need to basically get a manual mill going. And that's another quest that's in the quest book. So manual mill is a few things that we haven't really made yet. One, redstone gear is going to be fine, I think. Yeah, we can get some conductive iron. I think I've already made, have I already laid this one out? I have. Yep, so I've already made the conductive iron gear for that. And then we just need 4 Restonia crystals, and we know before, let's just see if I have any. I've got 8. That will do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you, that'll give us the redstone gear. And then I think there's polished stone involved. Manual mill. Polished stone is just regular stone in an autoclave with some water. So let's just get some, whoops. Let's get some regular stone once I don't back away from the system. And we need the autoclave. Do you have enough water? You don't. Let's just grab the bucket. It's so nice to not have to request stuff and then get it here a little bit later. So let's just get it. There we go. I could even use a fluid cell to fill this autoclave up, but it's okay. We'll just make sure we have enough. There we go. And then just a couple of pieces of stone should get us everything we need. 1 and then 2, and we'll get a manual mill. So you can go in there. And the manual mill. Mill. Good. So the manual mill is the first way of getting GP, which is the sort of power system for extra utilities. It just requires that you basically hold down right click, or at least, and I've just clicked right click. I don't need to hold it down. And that will start generating, in this case, not very much, but enough for us to get started with the resonator. The resonator is one of those blocks that you use to sort of build yourself up into extra utilities. You will want pretty quickly to be able to make other things, though. No diminishing returns on grid power. Oh, interesting. Normally when you use it, every time you keep on adding more of the power system, whatever you choose. I'm not going to choose manual mills, but like lava mills, water mills, etc. The more you add, the less benefit you get. But if there's no diminishing returns in this pack, then that's good. Now, the individual generators have been balanced differently than normal, so that's taking that into account about 1,016 water mills. Oh, that was going to be what I was going to choose. Okay, so it's going to want us to do stone burnt, and stone burnt is one of those things that you make in the with the manual mill to get started. So it's going to need some polished stone. Okay, so well, yeah, it's a good thing we have a fair amount of this in here. How much does it use per operation? It's about 250. So that is going to be enough, I think, just to get us 4. And then that can go in the resonator, usually, and then you just click on this. And this will get turned into everything we need. Well, it will if I stay pointing at this for a while. I'll cut forwards. And there we go. We've got the quest complete. And we're getting more Omni pennies. Good that we are getting that back again. Explore Extra Utilities 2. There's a great deal of interesting content within Extra Utilities 2, and though most of it is not required for progression, you should still look through what it offers and build what interests you. Particularly the Angel Ring offers creative flight. Please don't be a ridiculous recipe. Please don't be a ridiculous recipe. You know it's going to be a ridiculous recipe, don't you? Yeah, it is. Anyway, although some of the RF generators are not particularly good, others are quite competitive with the dynamos. Of course, you aim for all the powerful rainbow generators. You work towards endgame. Yeah, okay, so we just have to tick this and detect, and then we can claim more rewards. So we don't have to do anything for Extra Utilities 2. Although red coal is one way of sort of bolstering your fuel supply if you decide to stay with furnaces like this. This has a burn time of 3 at the 3,200 ticks. Red coal, what do you take? Red coal basically converts over in resonator from charcoal or coal, and that's 1,600 ticks, but it's can be made from charcoal, which is renewable. Although right now we're getting coal, which is renewable anyway, because it's coming from our infinite generation system outside. So other than making one of it for a quest, I'm not going to worry about it, I don't think. Yeah, just one red coal will do the job. So I just need a piece of coal, and I will get that going. So one piece of coal, there we go. And I'm not sure how long this is going to take. That takes 16. That's not going to take very long at all. And you can see at the bottom of the screen. So that's going to take a little while. We'll skip forwards. We can't produce enough with our manual mill to actually convert the red coal over. Clearly it's trying to get us to actually go and do something else. Never mind for now. I'll go and think about another mill later. In fact, let's take a look at the mills and just see how bad or how good they are. So lava mill gives 4 GP. Water mill gives 4 GP. Okay. You need to have flowing water blocks for this to work. Fine. Windmill. Yeah, I generally ignore windmills. You don't have to leave them higher up in the world, and I don't feel like I need to do that. A fire mill, technically you could put those on top of something like netherrack that you could have running constantly with fire. And then there's normally the dragon egg mill, which has got huge amounts of GP. What about the water? I know we're just, oh yeah, it is a ridiculous recipe. It's electric pumps, medium machine hulls. Yeah, lava mill. Lava mill's slightly saner. Although that's infused lava crystal. What on earth do we have to do for that? Oh, just nether quartz and lava. That's not too bad. And fire mill. Whilst RF heating coil, that is just 16 GP again. So we have to make one of the other things, it looks like. Never mind, I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Right, back to our power supply problem. So we need to get to that augment. And we should now be able to make this, hopefully. Where's our silver rods? Oh, they don't get automatically imported. But we can grab them from here. And we can just make as many as we have of that. Then we should be able to craft the rest. Hopefully. What was the missing part there? Sterling silver. Okay, so we just need that from outside. Has 5 minutes gone by? Are you finished? You are finished. Good, good, good. This will give us some more power, although we may well need more than that. We may well need another one, but that's going to need more sterling silver. Anyway, I think I'll actually just put a couple more in there in case I need that much more power. We may as well get it running. That's fine. We do actually need the hardened kit, however, to upgrade the number of slots or reinforced kit. So we're going to need this crafted, and that means I want to get that mold back out. Yeah, I've got a couple of the gear molds, and then we want electrum. I didn't put any more on, did I? Yeah, we're going to need more electrum. Let's just grab all of that and let's get 10 of you and put that in the alloy smelter. That will go back into the system straight away. And we're also going to need the alloy smelter once that's done. That should be 20 and then 40. And how many did I say I needed? It's like 8 per. So it's, yeah, that should be enough. That'll be fine. That means we're just going to need to put this through once this is finished. So I'll skip forwards again. Okay, we're also going to need one of the previous tier upgrade kits first. So we're going to need to get that done, which shouldn't be all that hard. We just need to make some electrical steel. And there's the previous upgrade. And I've already made the other bits and pieces off camera. So they are just Invar gears and Invar plates. And that should get us to the hardened tier, assuming they haven't already used the hardened tier on this. Nope, now it's hardened tier. And that means I can then tell it to use more of these, which means hopefully this will produce more power. Yes, that is doubled in power. Because our system was struggling, it was struggling to even charge this because, and it's still struggling somewhat, because out here we're using up all these different things. They don't just use a polymer clay. I'm still surprised this setup can produce enough polymer clay to keep this going. It can, it just keeps producing more and more. I'm very, very happy with this. However, actually supplying with enough power is a different thing entirely. So this thing, we need to get it to consume diamonds at an increased rate to produce more power. And we may be limited somewhat by the conduit underneath at some point, but for now it will be fine. This is sort of charging. I think we're going to need another one. In fact, did that just open up one slot, or did it open up two? It opened up two. I can go and make another augment, and I don't need to go to the hardened, or I don't need to go to the reinforced tier. Yeah, this thing is, oh, it is actually going. That's fine. So let's go and make another one of those augments, and let's see if we can get this even higher. Do we have enough here? We have everything apart from the conductive iron blocks. Two of those. Two of these. That sterling silver, obviously, was finished off camera, came out of the blast furnace, and in here we can go and add another one. So now technically this thing should be able to produce a lot more power if it needs to, although right now, well, we'll see. It is actually gaining, but it is actually going to be using its way through diamonds. And I want to make sure that this doesn't deplete, but we've got 2,500 to watch, so that won't deplete very fast necessarily. And where's the gold? There we go. So we've got 146 gold, 700 tin, 200 copper, yeah, a couple of hundred, well, a couple of thousand coal, 1,000 iron. I'm very, very happy with that. Not as many excess ender pearls, but of course the ender pearl is being basically consumed by the entire system to power it, so I wouldn't expect quite as many of those. We are now limited by the second tier of energy conduits, so we have to go up to the third tier, vibrant alloy. Thankfully, they're all upgrades of the previous tiers, so if we have enough of the previous tier, we can get enough of the next tier up just by adding some extra ingredients. Now, for that extra ingredients, we're going to need some other bits and pieces. This quadruples the amount of power per connection that we can have here, but it needs vibrant alloy wire. Of which we've got none. That's pulsating iron wire, and it's therefore item conduit. So, for vibrant alloy wire, obviously needs a vibrant alloy, and that is made in the blast furnace with the previous tier energetic alloy. So we need to make that. Thankfully, we've got lots of glowstone to be able to make it, because it needs gold, and it needs redstone and glowstone. So we're able to make enough of that. I think I needed at least a stack to be able to upgrade the entire place, if I remember rightly. So we're going to have to make a stack of, well, I want to upgrade it in place ideally. So we want to get lots of energetic alloy running on our system. So let's just get 2 stacks of glowstone. Let's get some more redstone from the inside. And then we'll mix it up in the mixer and go from there. So redstone, I don't have huge amounts yet, but we can make it from exactly the same stuff outside. It's just that it's currently configured for glowstone. Let's put that in the mixer. Oh, in fact, I've already got some going. I forgot I even put that in there. Okay, so we are able to get that going. Let's go and put this out here. We just need a stack of gold. That'll do. And a stack of gold, and that it will start making up energetic alloy. Now, of course, we may need more, but we'll see how far we actually get. That's going to be between the episodes. It's nothing I can do right now. It just takes time to perfect. So we're going to need to get to this RAM wafer, but before, let's finish off this upgrade kit. And well, that should hopefully now be ready. So reinforced upgrade kit. And yep, there we go. One quest done. 5 Omni pennies, and that will get that one out of the way. We could use this upgrade for our power system, but that power system is currently limited by the cable, so I don't want to upgrade it until I figure out whether the cables are actually the problem or not. And let's just put this away because the rest of that can go in there. Okay, so let's go back to the quests. We're opening quite a lot of this area up on the left-hand side now, and we have a few things. I think I'm going to want to upgrade all of these to MV at some point. And as soon as I can get the AE2 system automating stuff, I will be automating this and just, well, not automating it, sorry, doing each one individually. The alloy smelter is one of the first candidates, definitely, and the compressor. Both of those are used quite a lot. The macerator is normally pretty fast on whatever you put it on, so I don't generally need that as much. And I'm generally finding pretty much just the assembling machines. Assembling machines we're probably going to make multiple. I'm not going to do it this episode, but I'm going to take probably 4 or 5 of them, and each assembling machine will make the previous tier. Because you can put whatever you like in here. For example, if we just get some coal dust. Remember when I was making upstairs, the first tier sort of resistors? Well, your assembly machine could make the resistors just fine by itself, and it would be very efficient to do so. It only takes 4 copper wire and a coal dust, and it produces 12. You only got you're gonna get 3 or 4 from the upstairs recipe, and you put those back in, and it'll start generating circuits again. However, that's sort of okay, but sort of not in a bunch of different ways, and I don't want it all cluttered in one interface like this. And to be able to do that longer term, we're going to need more. So we need a chain of those. Just not doing it this episode, but you get the idea. We're going to need to do that soon. And they've got the same image as the cluster mill. That's odd. All the rest have... Oh, no. The wire mill has the same image as well. Yeah, I need more artwork. Greg Tech, what are you doing? Right, so before we get to that point, where can we go from here? ME storage buses I'm not going to worry about just yet. What I am going to do, however... I think out there, I'm going to put a draw controller on there, and we haven't actually done the quest for that, but the draw controller is right here, and this will let us basically connect that out there with a storage bus to everything in here. So it won't get pulled in automatically, but we can retrieve it without having to go outside. So that's good for me. We're going to need a couple of circuits, some iron plates, a block of diamond, all of that looks cool. And a frame draw. So I think we have more than enough for that. So let's just get a couple of those circuits and let's see if we can actually make this up. So draw controller. So let's make the frame draw. We want a block of diamond. Well, we got more than enough of those for the moment anyway. And we just need some iron plates. I don't think the system knows how to make iron plates yet. No, I've got 1 in the system, but we just need 4 more to get that going, so that won't take very long at all. And let's just pop it in the system. That will go back in there automatically. And draw controller. We're also going to need, excuse me, we're going to need some glass cable, but I've already got that down there. And then we can just shift click this in. And once the plates arrive, 1 plate and 2. There's our draw controller. We should get a quest complete for that. Good. All working very nicely now. And then we want a storage bus. So, although we don't need it for this, mind you, that quest actually needed that and something else, didn't it? Let's just take that. There we go. What was the other thing it needed? Crafting card. Yeah, it's probably going to be straightforward to make, he says, with complete confidence. Oh, this pack. Storage bus. Okay, so yeah. Let's not do that part, because I'm going to need to go and make some more medium voltage stuff. And there is actually a quest for these auxiliary transmission coils. I just need to take 2 of them out so that they're in my inventory. There we go. And we can pop them back in. However, this thing is still limited, I think, by the whole cables. So I don't need to put those in just yet. We need to just basically get the cables upgraded. So I can leave them somewhere nearby, I guess. Put them in my inventory for now. And let's see. That should balance itself back out at 2048 RF per tick as needed. Yep, this is working. This is already up to superior tier, and output of pristine. Yeah, the buffer is full because this thing needs to get some other bits and pieces downstairs. We just need to get some more conduits, And then we're ready to really go with that. So let's just grab some conduit. Yeah, just one will do, but all 5. And I've also tidied up downstairs as well, so there is no more ugly sort of energy acceptor there. It's all behind the walls and everything, so it's all nice. And pop downstairs. There we go. And I just want one right there. And that is, I think it needs to be red. Always active. There we go. And that's done. That reminds me, we need to also craft the upgraded to this hook. Hook, of which there are a few. I've got the iron hook at the moment. Yep, iron. There is diamond, red, and ender. Ender is going to need diamond, which is an upgrade from the iron one. So why don't I just maybe... why don't I just craft another iron one? Because I want to keep this existing one. Because I think the functionality of them is different. So please don't just go ahead and lose your iron hook when we need them. So let's just balance that out. So let's just get a few of those and get another iron hook. So get 2 of the 3 or 4 of the chains. That'll do fine. And then an iron pickaxe. Let's just need a couple of sticks. So iron pickaxe. And then we want an iron hook. So much faster when you have AE2. There we go, 1 iron hook. So from the upgrade from that, we just need diamonds. So that's a diamond hook. Plenty of hooks, plenty of speed. Okay, so where's that going to be an upgrade to our existing one? Let's have a look. Take you out, put you in. Let's see, can we do the same thing? We need to get outside. So 1, 2... 2. Yep, this works entirely like the other one. Except that I now have 3 hooks. 4 hooks? Okay, so 4 hooks is the actual limit. Fine. The diamond one I will keep. I'll upgrade this other one to diamond as well. It's like yeah, never mind. It was like another game that I'm not going to mention, but you get the idea. If you're used to hooking onto many different things, you know which game I'm talking about. Anyway, ender hook is more like the travel tool, so this is going to need a few things. We're going to need just an eye of ender, which is going to be blaze and ender pearl. I've got both of those, and that is in a chemical reactor. Any chemical reactor? Do I have one up here? Do I have one spare? Probably not. My chemical reactors are probably going to be downstairs. And maybe one will be spare. Let's try and put them in here. Yep, that can work. This thing is still able to produce polyethylene just fine. Yeah, we actually need to refill this, but I don't need those just yet. And then we need 2 blaze rods. Now, blaze rods we haven't been able to make before, but we are going to do a couple of tools for the end of this episode. So let's just get those. We need, in fact, no, we can just get them straight from hellish matter and bone. That is actually really easy. Blaze, I was going to actually go and produce them outside, but this, hellish matter, I need to get those. Okay. And then I'm going to get actually more of this. Let me just convert quite a lot over. And we need overworlding matter to get some more. But again, until the system is connected, we can always just grab it from out here. A couple of stacks is fine. And we're going to convert that over into hellish matter and therefore into blaze rods because we're going to get some upgrades. So I always like the upgrades. 1, 2. We also need some netherrack occasionally, but that will do for now. Then we want the blaze rods. 23 should do. 23 should do. And that should give us the ender hook. Yep. Ender hook. Fast. Very, very fast. Yes. Let's swap those out. Let's see how fast it means by very, very fast. Let's head for up there. Nope. Oh. Okay. It can move, but it hasn't necessarily got huge range. Oh, no, the range is better. Okay, so it is an upgrade from all the previous... Oh, no, wait, this is still a diamond one. Oh, did I not swap it out? Whoops. Swap this out for this one, please. Oh, I hate the bauble interface that always does that. I have something in my inventory. I want to be able to use it. Okay, let's try that again. Diamond hook is definitely not in use. Can we go that way? Yes, we can. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Okay. So we can travel around. It's sort of like creative flight, but not. You need something to anchor onto, but otherwise, you can go pretty much all over the place. I like it indeed. And yeah, we don't get falling damage. So that's one upgrade. And then we're going to want to maybe use this diamond hook for sort of positioning more than anything else. So I think for most cases, I want either the diamond hook or the iron hook, something like that. And then occasionally, if I want to travel and explore, maybe look for chests and stuff like that, then we want the ender hook, quite possibly. However, before we get to any further, we need to craft some other things. I want an ender chest. And I haven't had one for a while, and we need it. Because I feel like we need it. And we need some steel plate, and we need some obsidian. Okay, so steel chest. So steel plate is going to be fine. We have that, or at least we have some of that. I'm going to need a little bit more. And I can't... Oh, we can actually craft it. Let's just craft another 2. Get that in there. And then we want some obsidian, which I don't have. We don't need the fluid... oh, yeah, the fluid thing. Is that still actually connected down here? No, I think I removed it, didn't I? Because this is the reserve power. So let's just get this back up. And let me just go and find out where I put that fluid solidifier. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's probably in the system. Let's just check to see if I've got it. Otherwise, I'll just borrow one from somewhere else. Fluid solidifier. Oh, no, I don't have a fluid solidifier. A fluid heater, but no fluid solidifier. I must have used it outside for the whole power setup. 1 second. Saying one fluid solidifier. Yes, of course I didn't just leave that somewhere. Anyway, let's pop this downstairs. Put it back where it was previous. Yeah, I can put it over here. That'll do. Put it back where it was previously, and we'll just have that providing some lava as and when we need it into this, which can start solidifying it with a mold. I need a mold. I'm going to need more terminals and a wireless terminal from A2. Oh, that would be so amazing to have, but presumably that's going to be expensive. Mold. We want the block mold. There it is. Let's go and grab you, and this will make a couple of obsidian for us. There it goes. That's slow, if I remember rightly. Yep. Let's take a look. Wireless crafting terminal. Okay, crafting terminal. Wireless crafting terminal. Oh, it's a bauble. Wireless crafting terminal 2 mod. Interesting. And there's 2 different versions. One presumably with power. So a crafting terminal and a wireless terminal. Flux pearl. Flux pearl is stuff we can craft. Wireless terminal is technically stuff we can craft. ME terminal we can. Emitter is... Oh, no. We're not having that, are we? And titanium. Okay. So we've got to get to not just high voltage, but whatever E is. Extreme voltage, I assume? Platinum. Yeah. We're probably a few steps from platinum. Can we have any other way? Oh, sheldonite. Really? Sheldonite? Okay. Yeah, we can get it if we can find it, but yeah, that's not necessarily what we actually want to do there. However, yeah, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet. We're just going to get a couple of pieces of obsidian, and that will get us our ender chest. Now, while that's going, I also want an ender pouch, because this upgrade is just going to get us the usual upgrade that I have, which is that I want the ability to have a satchel, but a satchel with stuff that is not local. If I die, I want it to be able to be, you know, something I can just pick it straight back up at the base without doing that. So let's just get some blaze powder. Yes, I know there's more efficient ways of doing that, but I don't care at this point. There we go. 1 ender pouch. So we just want the ender chest. which just needs that one more piece of... Oh, it needs a steel chest first. Did that not make the steel? I thought I ordered more steel plate. Did I not? Steel plate. Oh, no crafting CPUs are available. What are you doing? You were crafting the previous steel plate. What's stuck in here? Oh, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Basically what's happening is because this was stuck in here, it never retrieves stuff that is not part of the products. So you got to be a bit careful when you actually do that. But otherwise that will come through now. So the steel plate will be done. We'll grab the obsidian, which should now be done as well. Yep. And the next thing I think, and this is probably a question for you guys, is I need speed upgrades. I'm going to look at the angel ring as well. Speed upgrades. Does anyone know particular options in the pack? Obviously, we can go for various different kinds of armor, like the Ender IO stuff. But if you want to suggest different things for other people who are watching, feel free to. I'll have a look between the episodes as well. So steel plate should now be ready. There we go. There's our steel chest, which means our Ender chest should be here or able to be made. Good, it is. Now, by default, these are white channel, and we don't necessarily want white, but... do I have... I don't have any flowers whatsoever in here, so it's going to be white to start off with. Normally you use white to be the input to the system. I guess we could look for ink. Do I not have any ink sacks? Because there'll be squid around if we need that kind of thing. Do I have anything capable of dyeing? That's all I really want, a different channel ideally. We need to move all this stuff into the AE2 system as well, so everything is moved. Oh, we got some ink. Yeah. So why don't we just use black for the channel here that we use for the sort of tool chest. So let's just put and get 3 ink sacks down. 1, 2, 3. And then shift right click with your ender pouch and you have a connection back to there. So ender pouch, there it is. And we can put all of our various stuff like the wrenches, the ender hooks, various different bits and pieces, and it's no longer in my inventory, so I'm much happier with that. So ideally, a longer term basis, you probably will want to have that soulbound, but I don't think we have an immediate way to get to the soulbound enchant. Soulbound 1 needs an arcane ensorcelate, and that's thermal expansion. We can't get there yet because thermal expansion has a sort of issue. Where is the basic version? Why do you not have a recipe for the arcane ensorcelator basic? Interesting. Really? There's no recipe? I am clicking on these and I mean there's no recipe for that. Oh, disabled. Okay. And that's just the signal though. Okay, never mind. Is there any way of getting to the others? Soulbound from the Darksteel Enchanter, possibly. That's going to need Ender Crystal, which is going to need Soul Vials and Enderman. Fine, and then some other bits and pieces. That's generally the version that I end up with, this Soulbound. These other ones, the Soulbound 1, 2, and 3, if I remember rightly, they disappear after a while, after dying a few times. So having them available is not quite as good, whereas this is pretty much permanent. It says most gravestone mods are stupid and prevent this from working. I've never had that problem, but hopefully that won't occur in this pack either. Regardless, you can see that the state of my armor is amazing, and the reason why we don't have diamond armor is... Are you ready for this? Because diamond armor is not just diamond armor, it is also titanium. Titanium diamond armor. So, yeah, diamond plate's easy enough, golden chest plate is also easy enough, so we can get gold armor easily enough. Titanium shouldn't be too far off, though. Oh, vacuum freezer. Okay, maybe. Titanium dust? Maybe, is there some way for us to get to titanium? No, niobium titanium dust, okay. Can we get that from anything? Yeah, that's not terribly helpful. We can just make it from the blocks of itself. Again, not terribly helpful either. I'll have to figure that out some other time. Anyway, we've got 2 upgrades. We've got the ender hook. We've also got a tool belt, or tool sort of pouch, if you like. We just put this in here. That's quite good. I like that a lot. So cleaned up, got AE2 running and no more logistics pipes. We got started into extra utilities, although I'm not sure how long far I'm going to go into that. And then we've got this system expanded even further. I'm just going to, between the episodes now, take this a little bit further and maybe just upgrade all the cables once I'm able to make enough vibrant alloy. And I will have to do that, obviously, through the blast furnace. Well, it was through blast furnace, was it? Vibrant. The other thing I was going to do with vibrant alloy is that we need to make capacitors for one of the quests. The quests are back here in the beginning, right down here. There is a basic capacitor bank. Now, you don't need it for this tier, but this only stores 1 million RF. And that's not a lot. And I want a lot more. So we can take this basic capacitor bank and upgrade it to the advanced. So it's going to basically take 4 to make the highest tier, I think. Yes, each advanced capacitor bank is 2 of the basic. Each vibrant is 2 of the advanced, so it should take 4 of that, of the basic tier. And then we just need vibrant alloy plates and an emerald with some vibrant alloy and an autoclave. So same thing we've done previously. And that will get us a 25 million vibrant capacitor bank. So that's much, much better than just 4 of the previous ones. However, we will need some RF capacitors, but we have all the ingredients for this now. This sort of basic RF capacitor recipe is a little odd. Tin wire, electrical steel nugget, and capacitors is probably the one I'll go and automate, because this stuff is stuff we can get through. I don't have to go through vacuum tubes, or, well, maybe SMD capacitors is something we're going to go at soon. No, not soon. Capacitors it is. So yeah, I think we'll be getting into some sort of battery bank that this system here can charge, because this right now just runs off this and it manages itself because it's got the excitation field limiter, but it's not great. I want a huge sort of power reserve that I can see a gauge on how much we're actually dealing with. So how are we getting with polymer clay? 300, still going fine, although we're out of ender pearls. We're out of ender pearls. Why are we out of ender pearls? Maybe we're at the limit of our system. I mean, it's got pretty well if we are. Yeah, we are sort of at the limit. This thing needs more power, I think. So yeah, between the episodes, I'm going to work on the power. I need to go and get all that vibrant alloy done. And we'll see next episode. We'll have upgraded the power by then. And then we'll get on to maybe some medium voltage, more upgrades. And again, more interfaces and everything else with AE2 to get everything more automated. It's getting more automated, just not quite there yet. So as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to put the comments down below, and more than happy to hear them, as I assume everyone else will be who's watching the way through the series. Otherwise, feel free to click on the thumbs up if you will like enjoy the episode, and of course you can subscribe if you haven't done all the way to the channel, and click on the bell if you want notifications. Otherwise, we'll see you next time for some more Omnifactory.